often as I want it to be. I know that I've not been here for at least 2 weeks, and it's because I've been working a lot, and as well as today I'm not feeling well. However, I already had promised one of you that I was going to be on, so here I am, and I hope you're well, and I hope that you enjoyed your weekend. So this is going to be a Libra general reading, okay? It may or may not resonate, and that's okay. You can always check back again. We're going to be using 2 different decks to start off. We're going to be using the Spellcaster's deck. This is an Oracle deck, as well as the Oracle deck, of the Ascended Masters, okay? Let's see what messages want to come through, and then we'll get into the tarot. This is for my lovely Libras, for my gorgeous Libras. What can you give us, either advice or just a message from Spirit? When I say Spirit, I'm talking about God, by the way, okay? The divine. And if you don't like shuffling, I am so sorry. I am an authentic reader, and I've always shuffled in front of you guys because I don't want someone later on to say, why didn't you shuffle? Because that's what I feel like when I'm watching somebody else's channel. So let me shuffle these as well. I know it can be monotonous, but at the same time, trying to remain balanced as a Libra myself and not give you something that I didn't promise, okay? Message for Libra, please, and thank you. Message for Libra. Thank you. I'm just going to take one of those. All right, so the first 3 here from the Spellcaster's Oracle. Oh, wow, Libra. Very good. You have protection. And look, she's pregnant. So she reminds me of the Mother Goddess. So right now you're being protected, whether you need it, know that you need it or not, you are being protected. Transformation. You're going through some changes right now. You're going through changes right now. Your life is going through changes right now. Embrace them. Embrace them. Oh, wow. For you that want children, you might be very fertile right now. It's fertility. And then the first card looked like the Mother Goddess. Hi, Money Maker. Hi, Rosal. That's amazing. So again, protection, transformation, and fertility. So if you are a male, let's say, for example, and don't want children, please protect yourself. I'm only going to say raincoats because I don't want to say the other word. If you're a female and you do want children, well, you're very fertile at this time. Now, for our men, our male Libras, if you're working on deals, if you're working on contracts, if you're working on career, anything of that nature right now, you have a lot of fertility, use it for your abundance, okay? And the one card that we picked from the Ascended Masters, oh my gosh, you couldn't have gotten a better one. This is awesome. So I'm going to use it in 2 ways. For those that don't believe in magic, I apologize, but this is tarot. You got King Solomon. That's who you got. And all the purple is for royalty. So take the opportunity, Libra, for this week coming, because my readings are good from today all the way to next Friday, okay? Wow, King Solomon. So for those that know the story in the Bible, King Solomon was a very wise king, but he was also very wealthy. So right now, it looks like wealth is following you, Libra. So you should take advantage of that because, you know, when the time presents itself, when the energy presents itself, I would take advantage of that if I were you, okay? I'm just saying. For those of you that are here, if you like what you're hearing so far, please do take a moment and hit the like button. Please do decide to subscribe. I'd really like to have you as part of this channel family, okay? And thank you so much for stopping by. Let's see what the tarot brings, because now I'm curious. I've had these cards for 2 years. I've never seen King Solomon come out. So you have a really good period that you're going into right now. So for those that have had a lot of oops or challenging times when it comes to money or career, that's about to be over, because for the King especially King Solomon to come out, and then with the cards of fertility and transformation and protection. No, you are going to see something miraculous happen in your life where your finances are concerned. So please do come back and let me know what it was that changed in your life. And you cannot do that if you're not subscribed, because you probably will not find me again. Okay, I'm just saying, I'd love to hear what changes came for you. All right, Spirit, so we've understood the message and now we're moving on. Could you please tell us what is around the Libras right now? Who is coming towards them? Look at that. Be careful with any arguments that don't need to happen. Hi, Miss Starkey, how are you doing? Be careful with anybody that's trying to come near you and trying to, yes, of course, Miss Starkey, and anybody that's trying to start over with you, because look, you see that? That's a gridlock. That means that whatever it is you're going to talk about, it could end up in an argument, and you don't want that. Unfortunately, sometimes even if you speak plain English, some people just don't understand. I'm serious, they just don't get it. So just be careful, especially if you want the person to come back. Be careful with fighting with anyone. So we need to know where our luck lies right now. We need to know who's coming towards us. And we need to know what else is coming for this week for Libra from now till next Friday. Please and thank you. Let's take a look. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's going to be a rough read for love. I can tell you that right now. Look at that. You got the 9 of Swords. I don't think that's you, Libra, but if it is, relax, breathe. You cannot, they're telling me Rome wasn't built in a day. So let's say that you have had a lot of issues come into your life, bombarding you all at once. Okay, take one step at a time and take a deep breath in and out. Because you're not going to, yeah, blah, 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 someone, how are you? So you're not going to solve all your issues or problems in one day. Don't expect to, but little by little, chipping away at it, it will come right, okay? As I keep saying, this is a Libra channel. You can do one of two things. You can assimilate or you can go away, because I'm certainly not gonna go away. This is my channel and you came by. So nonetheless, this is 7 of Wands, so you do get out of this. You may not see the way through right away. Maybe you have an epiphany after saying, oh my God, what am I gonna do about this, right? So what I'd like to say is, yeah, but sit and think like the Hermit. He hasn't come out yet, but sit and think, because with wisdom, you will be able to solve this issue. It's gonna come right. They've already shown us. And the power of King Solomon, which is what I was going to point out, but I didn't want to just shout it out because a lot of you don't believe in magic, and that's fine. He was very heavily into magic because he had so many wives that he literally took from their religions, whether you know that or not. So, like magic, I want to say, things will turn out right, because it goes from the 9 of Swords to the 7 of Wands, which is being on top but feeling like it's a losing battle. But I don't think it's a losing battle, because you get message, and that message that comes through is judgment for you. Look at that. Judgment is in your favor. So again, I don't know how, but God does know how things are going to clear out, know how things are going to work out. Things are going to start changing miraculously almost. You're going to feel like, wow, I cannot believe that I'm catching a break, okay? And you are. Look at that. You get an offer of some sort, but at first you're going to feel like, well, I really don't want that. Well, be very careful, because the King of Cups is the one bringing it. And the King of Cups is already going through their own thing. They're already going through their own issue. And I'm having problems orating. I'm having problems speaking. That doesn't normally happen to me. I speak very often on camera. So it's not like I'm shy or anything at this point. Hi, your nightmare. Hopefully you're not my nightmare, okay? But you made me laugh with your name. No, honey, you're not too late. We just started. So again, the King of Cups is the one that's bringing this, but the King of Cups is worse for wear. just like you're feeling overwhelmed, but possibly you're feeling overwhelmed in another category of life. This King of Wands, oh, King of Wands, I didn't mean to say that. Let's see if he comes out. This King of Cups is overwhelmed with the Nine of Wands. He's carrying a heavy load. So if he comes carrying a heavy load to you, and maybe you don't like what he says right off, I would take it with a grain of salt, breathe in, breathe out, because you're liable to send this person packing before they even have anything to say. So hear them out, because I don't know, it could be something stupid like, you know, Libra, oh, thank you, Nightmare. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. You know, Libra, you were not my first choice. I mean, I know. That sounds deadly, right? Don't come near me. I'm a Libra myself. Don't come near me with that talk, because that's fighting words. But it might be something that starts off really snarky like that, like, Libra, you know, you were not my first choice, but gosh darn, you've grown on me and I love you. So do you understand? The punchline is worth 1,000 photographs, right? Pictures, because when you get to the end, they finally say what they're feeling. But if you cut them off and you're PO'd from whatever comes out of their mouth, the first thing that comes out of their mouth may not be appeasing to you. It may not be something you want to hear. It may not be something that's beautiful or romantic, right? It might almost feel insulting. But the punchline, the ending, when you hear that, that's going to make you so happy. So please hear these people out that are coming towards you. And I'm going to disclose here, if somebody's coming back to you and you've already had a go round with this person and you don't want to give them another chance, that's okay. That is your right. You have free will. So don't ever feel like you must do whatever a reader says. We're only here to give you a synopsis of what's around you. Okay? Oh my gosh. So they're going through, wow, they're going through the same thing you're going through, because they're telling me it isn't money. So they're also going through some kind of money issue, but theirs is also going to clear up. They're going to get the Nine of Coins in exchange for their Nine of Wands. But they have to pay something to get it. Oh goodness. I think they're about to tell you a story, Libra. I really do. That's the Page of Cups. This person may have children, whether it's a male or female. They are coming in the energy of the King of Cups, but they may have children. If they come to you, they might have to leave something behind. And some of that may even include children. And that might also include money left behind, okay? So they're leaving, it looks like a Page of Cups, and then they're leaving a Queen of Coins behind. So male or female, they could be an earth sign that they're leaving behind because they feel betrayed by this person. They feel betrayed by this person. Betrayed in a possible marriage. They feel betrayal. Yeah, it's a marriage. Look at that. The Hierophant comes out with the Four of Wands. Something that was promised via marriage didn't work out, or it's just not doing well. Maybe they were just not suited for each other, even though they were in a marriage or a permanent relationship. But here's the twist. They see you like the star. You're the star to them, Libra. So what does that tell me? You're King Solomon. You're King Solomon. You're bringing in the magic. You're bringing in the beautiful energy. So you're the star. Oh my gosh. I'm holding these cards instead of putting them down because the devil's at the bottom of the deck. It could be a good devil. It could be a horrible devil. I don't know yet. Let's wait and see. But they feel like you, now that I've told you, I can put it down. They feel like you're the star. You make things happen. You make things grow. Anything that's around you, it's just beauty and grace. And they feel like you have the energy of the magician. They don't know how you do it. Do you understand why I told you you're King Solomon? And I mentioned magic before these cards even came into my hand. So they feel like you have the magic, like you have some form of magical energy that allows them to feel magnetically drawn to you. But that's not why they're drawn to you. They think that. But what it is they've never experienced true love before. So because they've never experienced true love before, they don't know that it's not magic, that it's just your energy and their energy together intertwining to make such a beautiful energy combination. They feel like you can make money appear. This is the Ace of Coins. This is the Six of Wands. They feel like you are like a conquering hero. Anything that's wrong can be righted in your presence, in your energy. And they're not wrong, but they shouldn't want you for your energy alone. They should be in love with you. And I see an offer, but this offer is a Four of Cups, which shows that they're bored wherever they are. That's not a good enough reason to come towards you. So I'm still holding out for some cups over here so I can say, oh wow, Libra, there's somebody coming to offer you marriage and they're in love with you. I haven't seen that yet. You have the Emperor. Haven't seen the Empress yet, except that those cards earlier, that woman is pregnant on the cards. But let's see what this Emperor wants, because I've already mentioned they may be a parent of some sort. They want to collaborate. You see the Three of Coins? They want to collaborate with you. And they want this brand new beginning. And they want it brought in with happiness and cheer. Because all they've had over there, did you see my face? Yeah, I meant it. All they've had over there, wherever they are, is the Three of Swords, which has been horrendous. And now do you understand why, if you don't hear them out and you cut them off and don't like what they're saying when it's first coming out of their mouth, they're going to go back to where they came from. Misery or not, at least they know the devil that they're dealing with. And they don't know you yet. They're very awkward when they speak. Possibly they don't know how to declare love to you. Possibly they don't know how to use certain words romantically. So please, if you really want this person in your life, you need to hear them through. They're going to ask for help because they feel like they're drowning. They feel like nothing's going right in their life. No energy is positive. There's nothing but fighting where they are. So it looks like they're going to come in and they're going to talk about what's going on wherever they're living currently, or whoever they're with currently. Again, you may not want to hear that. You may not want to hear about their other life, because it looks like they have a double life here, one with you and one with the other person. So you may not want to hear them out, because, I mean, who wants to hear the problems of somebody with their other person that they choose to live with and give their name to and didn't give it to you if you're a female, or vice versa, gave children to someone else instead of you if you're a male, right? So I understand that. So I'm going to reiterate again, if you don't want this person back, then hey, interrupt and say, you know what, tough, said the kitty, because you know what, I don't want to hear your BS. I'm not here to fix your problems. But if you want this person back, you're going to have to listen to them, because I have a feeling that there's a lot of things they haven't said to you that you need to hear. And the only way to hear that is for you to have them feel comfortable enough to open up, if that makes sense. They want a new beginning. They want a new beginning with you. This is the Ace of Wands. So I'm putting that on top right here of this protection card. Look at that. I'm telling you. They've been holding things in secret, so now we have the Magician and the High Priestess. That's a lot of magic going on. That's a lot of magic. Things in hiding. They might have to travel in hiding. They might have to come see you in hiding. There's something about hiding there, okay? Look at that. Because they're spies. Normally this would come out and they would say they're spying on you, but they're not spying on you. Somebody's spying on them. They want a new life with the Fool card, which is the transformation we see here. So we'll put the Fool on top of the transformation butterfly. But I'm telling you that they're having to do all of this like in the darkness of night. In other words, cloaked. Almost like in hiding. They're going to be moving on from this relationship, but they cannot do it letting the person know. For some reason, that I haven't seen yet. They want their world to open up, and they want the world to start with you. Look at that. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Look at that, the Wheel of Fortune. There's going to be a huge change that comes about between you and this person, and the choice is yours. You will reap what you have sowed in the past. This is not about money, this is about energy. If in the past you put into this relationship, you gave and you gave and you gave and you saw nothing, this time around you're going to see that this person also gives to the relationship. Look at that. And it is a relationship from the past. So I am talking to those that are in separation from someone that you cared greatly, deeply for. You have the Ace of Swords. Truths need to come out, not from your side. Most likely you'll have your chance to speak also, but this looks like they need to tell you something. Look at that. You're going to see a change with the Tower, I'm telling you. There's a lot of change with the Wheel of Fortune. There's a lot of change with the Fool card. There's a lot of change with that Tower. Things are shifting, and really, really fast, guys. Look at that. You have the 8 of Wands. I'm going to take a look at the bottom of the deck. These are actually really good cards. So I'm going to start off with something that's coming really, really fast towards you, which is the Knight of Swords energy. Wow. That Knight of Swords is riding super fast because, let me see if I can show this to you. All right, like that, because YouTube gets upset when there's naked bodies, even if they're on cards. That is the Wish card, as it was known before. It's the Lover's card. Someone has to make a decision, and it looks like the decision they're going to be making is going to be super fast, which also states that if they're doing something super fast, that means you're going to have to decide something super fast. Meanwhile, you're trying to be the Hermit with these decisions that have to be made. And the Hermit doesn't do things in a hurry. The Hermit goes within. That's why they have the Lantern, because they have enlightenment. So they go within when they're trying to make decisions that are heavy, that are serious, that are life-altering decisions, right? You're moving in with somebody. That's a life-altering decision. You're divorcing someone, that's a life-altering decision. You decide to have a child, that's a life-altering decision, right? Even a career can be a life-altering decision. So it looks like they're going to want you to, come on, spit it out, Junior. Let's get it going. You're going to have to pump the brakes, but don't stop, because they're going to take that as you don't want them. What they're offering is their cup of love, and it's the big cup of love. It is a love of a lifetime. That's on you whether you want to take it or not. You're going to have a lot of patience, because the process is not going to happen overnight. I already told you that in the beginning. That's what Spirit said, that Rome was not built in a day. So that means that whatever is about to stop talking so fast, Spirit. Whatever's going to unfold and take root is going to happen rather quickly. And because of that, that's why you have to make a decision, almost like a snap decision. But don't force the decision. Tell them, give me half a day, or give me an hour, or let me just, sit here in silence and take this all in. Whatever you have to do. But don't just not speak or say no, absolutely not, if you want this person, because they're going to get their feelings hurt and they're going to go away. This new life, it's coming in with the devil. I told you guys, this could be a good devil or it could be a bad devil. And hello to anybody else that's come on and I don't see your name. You're very welcome here. Please hit the like button, and please choose to subscribe, like my beautiful nightmare that decided to earlier. I thank you. So the devil is coming in with the Sun. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck in all of tarot. So if you're patient, your love, your life, and this relationship is going to explode in a positive way. It's just going to grow and grow and grow energetically. And that means that you're going to be extremely happy. That means the person is also going to have a lot of happiness come in. But you've got to take into consideration, wow, that this person has never done this before. They've never declared themselves to you like this. So it's going to take a lot from them. That's why they're asking for patience. And when I say they, I'm talking about the Holy Spirit and God. I'm not talking about the person. But yeah, the person is also going to want you to have some patience with them, because normally if they're coming in after not speaking to you, or maybe they haven't always given you the best part of them before, they may not be so welcomed by you. So just take all of that in with a grain of salt, okay? I would hear them out, especially if I've never had a person declare anything to me or tell me the truths that I've been waiting for so long to hear. I want to hear what they have to say, and I probably will be quiet, stoic even, because I want to see if I shut up, and I'm saying that about me because I'm a Libra, then I want to know, is that person going to speak freely? Is that person going to finally tell me the things that are in secret that I've been dying to know for a long, long time, possibly? So what can you tell us about King Solomon and this passionate devil that is obsessed with having a beautiful life? Because that's what it feels like to me. It can be a beautiful life if you're patient enough to get this started. Tell us, please, Spirit, what does this person want with Libra? What do they really want with Libra? Is it the happily ever after? Is that what they want with Libra? Or are they doing this just to save their own neck? Please and thank you. All right. Well, you got the Seven of Swords. So for sure, the Seven of Swords has already come out. I don't want to hear that, Spirit. I don't want to hear that, Spirit. Let's see what else comes. Look at that. I'm telling you, there's a death here, but the death is not an actual death, which this card can often state. I don't really talk about that during tarot, but this is a situation that dies away, guys. And perhaps even the situation that dies away is shyness, is reserved, is secretive. Those things die away. You get a good person that you can rely on. That, I know, it sounds like a brown paper bag, but what I'm trying to say is if they've never been reliable in the past, things will change. Look at that. Look at that. You get the Queen of Cups. To the Hierophant. If this goes the way that, this is going to be an ugly thing. Please forgive me in advance, but Spirit wants me to tell you this. If you deal with all of the sordidness that this person is going to bring to you, because they will come knocking at your door with their problems, because they're getting out of one possible marriage or permanent relationship here. That's the Hierophant, that they're putting away from that person that they're currently with and trying to move away from, to offer you the Hierophant. And you're coming out as the Queen of Cups. That's who you're coming out as right now. So even though you're a male, you're still coming out as the Queen of Cups. Now, you want to see the miraculous thing that I have here to show you? It first started out as you were the King of Cups, right? You were the King of Cups. That's who you were waiting to meet up with, Libra. You were with the King of Cups. They're giving up one situation to go into another with the Queen of Cups. So that makes a couple right there, King and Queen of Cups. So it's a better match, is why I'm showing this to you, because this is a better match than whatever they had from the past. From the past, it was possibly all about finances. It was about family, but at the same time, if it's an unhappy home, how much family can you have there, right? How much love, happiness, you have security if you stay, but you don't have security in knowing that you're growing old with your best friend because you're always fighting, because that's what it was showing. Okay, anything else, Spirit? Aww. You get the Six of Cups. You get the Six of Cups. So you get the Six of Cups twice. This could be a past relationship that you were already in and it ended. Hi, Bread. You guys have such cute names today, Bread Queen. I thought I was the Bread Queen. I need to lay off of it. It's giving me too many beautiful curves. But you have the Six of Cups twice. So that is really interesting. it's telling me that two souls have met before. Two souls, this is probably your twin flame. Some people call it soulmate. It's not quite the same, but a twin flame would be someone that you have already had a life with before in a past lifetime. And you're coming back together again this lifetime. What's at the bottom? Wow. You have the Eight of Cups. You have the Eight of Cups with the Nine of Cups. Wow. And it's something that's coming in, and it's going to get better because you have, look at that. You've got the Six of Swords. It's getting better. You have the Page of Pentacles. It's a permanent change. You have the Nine of Cups to the Eight of Cups. So you have a lot of cups here, and that makes me feel very good because I don't know if you remember, just minutes ago I said, I want to know, Spirit, if this person is coming just to dump their problems on Libra and save their neck, or are they coming because, yeah, they're trying to save their neck, trying to move on from this Queen of Coins, but they also love Libra. I need to know. And they're showing me all these cups. So this is your twin flame. For a lot of you, this is your twin flame. This is your twin soul that is coming towards you. And if you know anything about twin flames, if you don't, please look it up. There's so many stories and videos out there. But mostly I can tell you that a twin flame is going to give you a lot of problems in the beginning if it does end up that you come together, because not all twin flames come together. Most of the time they do not in this lifetime. So if you do get to be with your twin flame, it's a miracle in itself. And I can say that because mostly there's a runner and then there's a chaser. You're either the chaser, that you know who this person is to you, they feel so familiar, you know that you've been together in another lifetime, you've got that recognition. But the other person doesn't always have that recognition and they run. They don't understand why this relationship is so intense, so they end up running. And you're over there chasing them, trying to, figure out how to tell them in terms that they can understand and not freak out. Hey, we've known each other in another life. I've been your wife or husband in another life. This is why we feel so attached to each other that it doesn't matter if you go away or you come back, you go away, you come back. It always feels like nothing ever happened. You just carry on from there, okay? Where does the Libra's luck lie for this week, please? And thank you for this beautiful love story, even though it's tumultuous. Nothing worth having is worth having very easily. Does that make sense? Because you don't appreciate it. I know it's like that with money. I know it's like that with things, objects. So maybe that's why God wanted both of you to go through so much so you could see the difference. So they could see the difference in relationships, right? They could see how you are with them as opposed to how that other person treats them. Okay, where does our luck lie as Libras, please and thank you. And we're closing with this, okay? Luck for Libra for this week, please and thank you. What should they capitalize on? What should they look out for? Oh, again, be careful with people that want to argue, even if it's this person. Let them talk. Let them be an idiot, right? Whoever it is. Where does the love lie, please? Where do we go from here? Thank you. You're going to feel tested, I'm telling you. You're going to feel tested because all this energy is coming at you super fast. We have the Eight of Wands out here. You're going to feel overly emotional. You're not going to know how to handle this. That's why I keep recommending. Breathe in, breathe out. Take a deep breath. See, you're going to want to put your brakes on. With that Hangman, you're going to want to pump the brakes and say, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. But Libra, you've been waiting, some of you for years, some of you for months, some of you for weeks. You've been waiting for this person to be able to be ready. And now you're not ready, so be careful with that, okay? Look, you're reaping what you sowed. This is the same card. This is the same card that came out. Where is it? My goodness. Everything that you're wanting, you're getting. but it's not coming the way you always envisioned it. That's what's going to be scary to you. It's coming in quick, it's coming in fast, it's coming in abrupt. And everybody knows Libra likes to think things through. But this has been so long in coming that if you think and think and think, it's going to pass you by. So whatever you put in the past, it's going to be okay. But look at this. This person is coming in with need and necessity. It could be financial need. It could be a place to live. I don't know. Again, with the Two of Swords, guys, that's why I use more than one deck, because when they talk to each other like that, they're trying to overemphasize this person has been betrayed. This person has been let down. And that's why they're coming towards you. And it is in reference to money, because look, the same cards keep coming out from different decks. So that's why I like to clarify with other decks, because they always cancel each other out, which makes me understand I'm on the right track for you. So money is going to be taken from this person. Here you go, Libra. You finally decide to show up to the dance, as they say. Expect messages, but this time this person is coming in, although they're coming in a little cold, a little distant, but they're going to come in as a feminine Libra and not the masculine. We all know who are Libras, and I love you, my male Libras. Please don't get hurt. But male Libras are more cut and dry, to the point. Female Libras will hear you out, and then you don't tell me the truth, I will cut your head off. So they're going to come in a little cold, but that's because of the pain and suffering from over here. Again, you don't have to take this person back, and you certainly don't need to take anything like that from someone else, okay? But they're dying to get back in the position of them being the king of coins, okay? So they're going to make an offer. Here you have the Knight of Cups. Again, this is going to move super fast and then slow down. It's going to slow down to a crawl, to where you're going to start thinking, wait a minute, do you really mean it or you don't mean it? Are you playing with me? But the Knight of Coins is a sure thing. You can bet on it. Again, with the Ace of Wands, this new beginning, that's what they want. Ace of Wands to the Ace of Wands, guys. I'm telling you, I can't make this stuff up. I don't want to make it up either. So again, with the Choice card, guys, again, with the Choice card, I'm telling you, you're going to have to make a decision. And you may not want to make this decision quickly, and I understand that. I have so many cards on here, taking the time to find the same cards. I gotta cover up their goodies because they're naked. This is the Lover's card, this is the Lover's card, different decks. So again, guys, without overemphasizing, it seems like where your luck lies today and for the rest of this week is having a conversation that at first is going to feel awkward, is the least that I can spit out right now. It's gonna feel awkward. It's not gonna feel like this person is coming in for love. It's gonna feel like somebody's grumpy, angry, bitter. So again, you don't have to listen to their malarkey. You don't have to take them back. If there was someone that they need to get rid of, they should have done that a long time ago, and you shouldn't have even been in the picture until they got rid of the other person. That's the traditional way, right? That's a ideal way. But it didn't happen that way, it looks like. They had someone else in the background. So again, it's up to you whether you want to take this person back or you don't, whether you want to start something that's more serious with this person or you don't. That's going to be your choice, Libra. No one can say yes or no for you because, well, you have free will. And you know whether you want to explore things with this person or you don't. Some of you, like I said, that have been waiting for a long time are like, Victoria, are you kidding me? Of course I'd take this person back. Of course I'll hear them out. Of course I want them. Be careful what you ask for, because they're a piece of work. Like I said, they're coming in like the Emperor here. They're coming in with a negative Emperor energy, kind of giving you all the truth in a brutal way. You want it or you don't want it. Huh, Libra? I want this with you. I've ended it over there. I need an answer right now. You want it? You don't want it. Tell me. That kind of energy. So that kind of energy is going to be like, what the hell? What? You just come from out of the blue, and all of a sudden you expect me to make this snap decision, and you're not letting me think? What? So again, you can either add salt to the wound, or you can go with it, hear them out, and then later you can, let them speak, and later you can say, you're not being very friendly right now. The air about you, the energy about you is not a very friendly or approachable one. I hope you're not angry with me. And then you can say whatever you need to say, yay or nay, or go away, or go lick your wounds, or here's some more salt, buddy. Whatever you're gonna say, right? But that is what I have for you today. So your love life is going to be in high demand this week. OMG. Again, guys, please hit the like button, and please do subscribe, because I'd like for you guys to come back and let me know how all of this worked out for you, because I'm telling you, you might get a knock at the door when you least expect it. It might even be nighttime or out of the blue from this person, and this person that comes knocking could either change your life. That's what I said in the beginning, that sometimes we make decisions that are life altering. It's your choice, guys. I will be back next week if God is willing and I am able. Thank you so much for coming in. My clicker doesn't work on this camera. However, you're gonna see me rise, and that's the end. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it with all my heart. I really appreciate you being here, my Libras, and I wish you all well, blessings, and until we meet again, my friends, stay safe. Bye.